All right, so it's called the modern day keeping up with the Joneses. Almost half of young adults are experiencing what's known as money dysmorphia. Have you heard of that? With us to break down this new money term and how we can resist falling into the trap is Josh Perkins, one of the vice presidents at DeWitt Dunn Financial Services. Josh, always good having you with us today.
Great to be here. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you bet. Okay, people at home are probably thinking, what on earth is money dysmorphia? I haven't heard of it. Can you break it down for us?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a situation where someone is constantly comparing their situation or their financial picture to everybody around them, their friends, their family, their neighbors, right? We know it as keeping up with the Joneses,
right.
But it's gotten to a point where a lot of times when you're looking at your picture and then you're looking at your social media and you're seeing all these wonderful vacations that everybody's going on, the beautiful cars people are buying, the beautiful homes, a lot of times that makes you feel a lot of unhappiness or discontentment about your situation.
Yeah.
And you feel like you have to go out and buy that thing that maybe might give you that joy or that satisfaction and ultimately might not be a good financial decision.
Generally not. You know, I was going to ask the causes. You brought up one. I would have to think social media plays a huge role in this money dysmorphia because we're constantly scrolling and it's compare and contrast, right? Are there any other causes of this?
I would say a combination of social media and inflation.
Interesting.
You know, since COVID-19, we've seen a massive increase in housing cost, pretty much the cost of everything.
Right.
You know, I think if I remember correctly, throughout school, we were told you have to go to college in order to get a good job and be successful. Well, many Gen Zs and millennials went to college. They got their degree, they graduated, got a job, and now they have all this student loan debt.
Yes.
You got to buy a house, right? You can't just be renting. So now you got to buy a house and have an expensive mortgage. You got to get a new car. And then you have all the vacations. So stacking all that debt on top of more debt puts you in a very horrible financial bind.
Sure. We talk about that a lot in our newsroom. We have these discussions that teeing up in life financially is getting harder and harder these days. How do you overcome this money dysmorphia and not fall into the trap?
You know, I think focusing on your picture and not what everybody else is doing is kind of the first start. You really have to be able to figure out your budget, look at how much money's coming in each and every month, how much money's going out. If you find out that you're spending more than coming in, that's a bad situation to be in. So that means you either have to increase your income by picking up extra hours at work or 2 or 3 more jobs, or possibly cut your expenses. Stop spending extra money that you don't have to spend to be able to maintain, you know, a reasonable lifestyle.
Yeah. You know, Josh, it's practical common sense, and I might add one. Stop scrolling on that Instagram feed and stop comparing your life to others. You know, sometimes taking a break from that and stepping away gives you the perspective that you need. So we appreciate you, Josh Perkins, with DeWitt Dunn Financial Services, for having this conversation. Always good to see you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Fanchon?